What's up guys, Billy here, and today I'd like to discuss 10 different things that you should consider before buying your drone. Now for me, I went out and bought my drone randomly. It was about 6 months ago. I was saving up for a computer, but I saw that the Phantom 4 was on sale and I was kind of torn between two of them. And I just said screw it, went with the drone. It was a lot of fun, but I really wasn't expecting to have to deal with certain things here and there. Anyway, I just wish that there was a video like this for me to watch, and I wish that some of these things that I list in this video I knew beforehand. So without further ado, these are 10 things that you should consider before buying your first drone. The first thing that you need to consider is which kind of drone that you want to buy. We have plenty of different categories here to choose from. We have the filming drones like the ones from DJI. We have the racing drones. I'm not really all that keen on the racing drone scene, but I'm sure there are plenty of other resources out there for you to check out. We also have the industrial drones like the Agras series or the Matrice series from DJI. And then finally we have those little $50 toy helicopters or quadcopters that you can fly around your house and they seem to never break. So anyway, you really want to figure out which kind of drone you want to buy and which one will best fit your needs. Again, I'm not going to be going over a full comparison in this video. I was thinking about doing a buying guide to drones. That would probably be a 20-minute video in itself, but I feel like it would help a lot of people out figure which one they want, which DJI drone they want, which racing drone they want. I feel like that would be a pretty cool video. So anyway, the first thing that you need to consider is just which drone you want to buy, as there are plenty on the market. The second thing that you need to consider is the type of money that you're going to spend. Really, in my case, I emptied my wallet when I went and bought my Phantom 4. It was around $1,000 with all of the sales and whatnot. If you go and buy the Phantom 4 right now, it's around $1,200, which is fairly steep. But if you want to opt for the Phantom 4 Pro version with the built-in screen or the built-in monitor on the remote, that's going to cost you $1,800. So there is a fairly large range. You can also go out and buy a Phantom 3 Standard. I believe they're going for around $500 right now. Still great drones, give you a great experience, but again, are on the lower end side as far as specs go. So anyway, I just really think that it depends on which drone you buy, but you do have to be prepared to spend a lot of money, as you have to make that first general investment in the drone, and then after that you've got plenty of accessories to choose from, and I promise you that even if you're not a big drone flyer, you're going to be tempted to buy at least some of them. Like new batteries, they can cost around $150. If you want to buy new chargers, they can cost around $40, and also little accessories here and there like extended landing gear for the Mavic, or even ND filters. Again, there's so many choices out there, and I can promise you you're going to end up paying a lot more money than you expected. The third thing that I've written down here is to do your research. Now obviously if you're watching this video, you probably are doing your research, which is awesome. You really want to make sure that you know everything before you buy your drone. So again, you can hit the ground running. But this is a fairly broad topic. I mean, first of all, research which drone you want to buy. Also research the different places to fly around you or the places to film around you. Maybe even also research maybe how to travel with the drone. I mean, all of the possibilities are endless. Just really make sure you get all of the information that you can before buying your first drone. The fourth thing that you should consider is the kind of mobile device that you have. Now the reason I say this is because a lot of companies who make drones allow you to use your phone or tablet, plug it into the remote, and then use it as the screen. So from there, you'll be able to see the altitude, the speed, distance, change the settings, see what the drone sees, etc., etc. But anyway, you want to make sure that your device will be compatible with the software or the application that they have. For example, if you have something like an iPhone 4 or an iPhone 4S, those are out of date. They won't be supported by the most recent DJI Go applications or the most recent applications from some of the different top drone companies. So you want to make sure you have an up-to-date device. For example, I have an iPhone 7 Plus. It works great. Honestly, if you have anything from like a 5S or up, you should be good. There is one thing you also want to take into consideration, and that is the size of your tablet. For example, I have the iPad Pro 12.9 inch. I was so excited to use it with the Phantom 4, and I saw that it didn't fit, so I had to go out and buy an actual adapter. It was just one of those things that kind of set me back. I was so excited to use it, and then found out I couldn't use it. So anyway, this was like $8. If you have an iPad Pro, you can always pick one of these up. Another thing that I want to mention is the Android side of things. I know a lot of people are having some trouble with the Android application from DJI, and at the end of the day, DJI just makes their applications for iOS. It seems that they cater to that platform more, and I think that they actually have some sort of partnership with Apple. So you do want to consider this if you have an Android device. You may have some trouble with DJI, but if you have an iOS device, it's going to run smoothly and flawlessly. Coming in at number 5, you should consider the no-fly zones around the areas that you wish to fly. For example, I live in Westchester, Pennsylvania, and we have an airport here. It's fairly small, but it is an airport. I got to my dad's house, unboxed the drone, set it up, was so excited to show him, and before I took off, it said that there was an airport there and wouldn't let me take off. Now, this does suck if you do plan on flying in certain places, like maybe in a city, like maybe Philadelphia, New York. You want to make sure that you can, first of all, because of all the strict drone laws, and also you want to make sure that you aren't in the zone or the radius of an actual airport itself. Now, all you need to do is call up the tower, say that you're going to be flying, and you also need to put in some information on your drone and say that you bear full responsibility. There's a lot of things you can do to get around it, but again, you do want to make sure that where you're flying is going to be safe and there's no airplanes, etc., flying low. The 6th thing that you need to consider is that you will need to register your drone. Now, it doesn't take all that much time. I believe it costs like $5. I'll put the link down in the description. This is a fairly small thing to consider, but you want to make sure that you have your drone registered. Just follow the link down in the description and you should be good. The 7th thing to consider is that you must be prepared to follow some strict guidelines. There's a lot of different rules out there, like you can't fly at night. You also aren't allowed to fly above 400 feet. You have to maintain a visual line of sight. I mean, there are a lot of things that you need to be prepared to follow. I know that when I bought my first drone, I wasn't aware of these guidelines, so it really does help to go out there and make sure you study up, maybe go to the FAA website. They always have some great resources. Also, check out some different forums, find out what you can and can't do, ask questions, even ask questions down below in the comments. I'll try to answer you, or maybe some other people that are coming across this video can help you out as well. With that being said, you really need to make sure that you are following the guidelines, as you could get hit with a fairly hefty fine, and that's never fun. Coming in at number 8, you may want to consider getting your Part 107 FAA certification. With this certification, it allows you to make money from your drone, so if you want to take pictures for real estate, or if you want to take videos for weddings, all of that good stuff, you will be able to make money off of it, and this is just the legal way to do it. I mean, you still could technically go out there and be making money off of it, but a lot of people will always ask you if you're licensed. A lot of people always want to make sure you're doing the right thing. I know that a lot of people have asked my dad before if I can do work for them, if I have a license, all of this stuff, and at the end of the day, I have to say no because I don't have my Part 107 yet. Now, when I first bought my drone, I wasn't planning on buying this, or I wasn't planning on doing this. The reason I say buying is because it does cost $150 to take the test. But anyway, I didn't plan on getting it, and now here I am sitting here studying this huge packet, looking to get my Part 107 certification so that I can do some work on the side, make a little bit of money here and there. I mean, it's always good, and you can make a good amount of money if you want to by getting the certification. It really does end up paying itself off almost immediately. So again, this isn't something that everybody needs, but at the end of the day, you may want to consider getting it. Coming in at number 9, you may want to consider where you purchased the actual drone from. For example, you can go out to like Best Buy and buy it. I know that B&H Photo has a great selection of drones. Also, you can buy them online from the manufacturer themselves, or get it through Amazon. They obviously have like everything you could ever want to buy. But at the end of the day, I would recommend going out and getting it from a physical store. I know that I had some problems with my Phantom 4 when I first bought it, and I was able to bring it in, get it exchanged right there, no questions asked, from Best Buy. It's kind of nice having that personal one-on-one customer support in person, rather than having to discuss all the stuff on the phone through the manufacturer like DJI, or talk to them over the support line and wait to ship it all the way back and then get a new one shipped here. I mean, at the end of the day, it's a lot of work, and I just love having that one-on-one, obviously service through a store. So again, I would recommend going to a local store like Best Buy or B&H Photo, wherever you live, and purchase your drone rather than getting it online. The final thing that I've written down here is to join a community. Now you may think, why do I need to join a community? Sounds kind of stupid. I know at the beginning I thought it was dumb, like why do I need to talk to other people? But honestly, it's awesome if you join a forum like Phantom Pilots or Mavic Pilots. Even if you go over to Reddit, or even find a YouTube channel like mine and talk to people down in the comments. It's so cool sharing your experiences, sharing the photos, videos, and all of that stuff. As honestly, anybody that has a drone, they're going to have some cool photos just because of the different perspective that you get. Another cool thing that joining a community can do is build your own following. So for example, I started out with like 100 subscribers when I first got my drone, and then from there I exploded to 12,000 within about 5 or 6 months, and honestly it's been awesome. I love all the people that follow me, all the comments I get, all the likes. I don't mean to, turn this into a sappy video where I'm thanking all of you guys, but honestly, it's cool going out and joining a community, and then from there just building your own following and kind of having that interaction with some of your subscribers. It's just awesome. So guys, that about wraps up this video. I hope that you enjoyed, and I also hope that it helped you out if you are looking to purchase your first drone. Again, these are 10 things I wish that I knew before I bought my first drone. It would have helped me out. I would have been able to hit the ground running rather than purchasing that thing and just not knowing what to do. Also, I do want to mention, if you are looking to get that first drone and you aren't subscribed to my channel, make sure to do that. I try to post drone tutorials whenever I can, as frequently as I can. And honestly, I'm not even going to restrict it to my channel. There are plenty of other good drone channels out there, and YouTube is a great source of information. Again, if you want to try to find out which drone to buy or even how to fly your drone, make sure to look up on YouTube. There are so many good video tutorials. And again, if you want to, make sure to subscribe to my channel, as I try to post as much as possible. So guys, anyway, make sure to leave a like and subscribe again. Also, comment down below letting me know what you think of these 10 considerations. Maybe even post your own so that other people coming across this video can go ahead and read the comments and know what to expect. But guys, anyway, as I said, this video is coming to an end, and as always, I'll talk to you later. Peace.